Sejuani. But it feels like Nuggery's just not willing to actually make a bolder or braver choice here, but didn't have a ton of options, you know. It's not a Cannon meta. The Gnar was banned long ago, you know, and there's no real angle for something like a Silas top. That's also banned away. So it's just another tank noodle fight up here on the top side, which is like exactly what Ornn wants in this comp because they're not playing around top side.
Ooh, Damwon fans, very, very loud here in Lowell Park. Prince in the has an advantage early game column. We're putting Dom in the has an advantage late game column. As we're checking out Bible and where he's been. Started off on Spear Gaming before moving over to Damwon Kia Challengers. I remember Spear Gaming back in Challenger a little while ago. They're actually relatively impressive. As Bible's going to get his hand shook. And will now have to just chill underneath this turret. Has Flash now on cooldown. Bad news, Bears. Or maybe just respecting the fact that there is still a lot of power in this mid game for the Live Sandbox roster.
And now, you know, obviously they forced Prince out of lane several times because he was like, I think they're going to fight for this. I'm going up. Then he comes back down, so he's lost some of his power there. And we'll just, with Nuggery over here, look to take this one away. Dove gets his ult in 1 second. It comes up right now, but it doesn't matter. They're not grouped for this, so they're just going to give it up.
Yep. Catching Croco on that bottom side, but I don't think they had any vision. I think they just thought that it was about time. They head over here and actually steal this one away. Blue buff is going to be the trade. This is a fantastic tempo move from Damwon Kia as they will try to grab first brick, and they might be able to even get there. This minion wave is very, very large, but isn't going to be allowed to crash. And Prince is very strong. They are going to respect him still. Bunch of plate gold going over to Dom there towards the top side as Dove teleports back towards that bottom lane.
Has not been able to look for a big ultimate yet this game. They 100% know he's here. Showmaker does have his Realm Warp available, so this could be a trap.
Yeah, bit of greed here. There's the flash handshake as the Assault and Battery comes through. It's a phenomenal devour, though, as in goes Canyon, finds a 3-man knockup closer, looks for the Emperor's Divide, but gets nothing for it, and now Showmaker's here for the cleanup. The bailout does come through. Closer just barely misses out as the Tahm Kench does fall, and it's a 1-for-1.
Should be a turret going over to Damwon Kia as well. Now, might be a plate for Dove in the mid lane, funny as it is. They're going to try to dive further.
Yeah, red-white don't fight, and that's why Damwon Kia want to fight, and why Live Sandbox are getting the heck out of here. That's another plate that is going to go over to Dove, but a full turret dying before the plates fall down. We get something happening. Showmaker rotating over, does have Realm Warp available, and Ghost Ignite right now with his unsealed spellbook.
And his crown is still up, so, you know, he's going to be battle rise in this fight. He is looking to do the damage.
Yeah, well, the Drake has been started. Damwon Kia do not want to give this one away. Sand Soldier's now in position as Nuggery's just going to walk his way in. There's the Realm Warp. Is going to deliver Canyon and Showmaker into this fight as Canyon gets into the pit, but isn't able to secure the Drake. Can they find the fight, though, as Closer hits one with his Emperor's Divide, but once again, the Devourer is amazing here from Bible. He will go down. It's a double kill for Prince. Are the Ren sets at the ready as Kael trying to land this one. Dom's just going to get smashed down by Croco. Nuggery is very, very close to fall. And now Showmaker finds himself alone with nothing that he can do about the situation. They lose the Drake and they massively lose the team fight.
Yeah, this was not even the greatest. Closer was not there, I guess, so no Emperor's Divide defensively is Nuggery.
Yeah, Croco is going to find the Assault and Battery really nicely here. Dom doesn't even want to try and take this one. As Nuggery very happy that he took Flash on the Sejuani this time. Pardon the pun. As Showmaker is going to rotate down. This Drake is all but secured, though, as you can see. In goes. Oh my god, the hostile takeover was amazing. Canyon not able to find a Cyclone whatsoever. Emperor's Divide is once again going to deliver the catfish as Showmaker has to flash away from Croco. Dom could not do anything, and Damwon Kia just standing in a choke point, and they get wrecked.
I mean, there's just no reason to fight for this. Yeah, it's Soul. If it's Infernal Soul, yeah, you gotta fight for that no matter what. If it's Mountain Soul, you gotta fight for that no matter what. If it's Hextech Soul, you gotta fight for that no matter what. But it's Ocean Soul. Just let it go, because now you give Ocean Soul and Baron and control of the map. Elder's coming up in 5 minutes' time. You just give this up to Live Sandbox while they were in the Death Chamber.
Yeah.
They almost actually got wiped there, out that far.
Well, we've got a big engage to come through here. Showmaker's going to turn up by himself. Bible is going to be there as well. Closer goes golden, though. It's a decent Cyclone, but they're going to use it defensively. as the hostile takeover hits a clone. And as you can see, Bible is well and truly off on his own. He's going to get his hand shook before he is taken down and sent back towards that death chamber one more time. And Liv Sandbox will just follow the remainder of Damwon Kia into their base. Can be really hard. Is it time for a Hail Mary Realm Warp?
Too late.
No, it's just not going to happen. Damwon should be able to move past the river, but Dove is going to say absolutely not. There's the flash forward. Kael looks for the handshake, but doesn't get it. Hostile takeover also does nothing. As Liv Sandbox are trying to force pretty hard here, and I think the size of their wallets may definitely help out. As okay, Croco diving on forward, does manage to find the ult and will take down the catfish, and now Nogger is trying to run away. Canyon should be able to make it out of here, but honestly, like, what is Damwon going to do after they've finished running away?
Where are you going, Duck Dom?
Oh, dear.
Well, yep, that's going to be a Baron.
Yeah, they're going to lose the Baron is what's going to happen. Closer and Prince, eyes on the prize.
And
right here.
If Aphelios ends up dying here, which is very likely, the Death Climber lines up with Liv Sandbox taking the game right here.
Well, Duck Dom's going to see whether he can kill Croco, as Noggery's going to come over here as well. Okay, they don't have a lot of their damage right here. It's Croco and Dove and Kael. So Kael's going to go down. Duck Dom is going to have to, give up because he's going to be eaten by a dragon. Canyon, same thing going to be happening to him. And yeah, you managed to get a kill under the support, Damwon Kia, but I think now you probably lose the game.
Yeah, the Nexus is the trade that Liv Sandbox will take with this Baron buff. Teleport.
Good old Renata for Nexus trade.
Yeah, my favorite ripoff.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Really got scammed. I don't know who the salesman was, but definitely a shady figure. As this second Nexus turret will be taken down, and Liv Sandbox, some utter revenge against Damwon Kia in this particular game. Remember the stats. I mean, Liv Sandbox have not beaten Damwon Kia in a very, very long time, and this, in game number 1 at least, was extraordinarily convincing. As we'll have to just keep up the platitudes, Wolf. We just need to keep saying words. Wait, are they even going to win? Emperor's Divide says no more catfish. 0-6 for Bible. Not exactly the debut you want to see, but oh my god, Close's damage is absurd. They still also have the Elder Drake buff, as Prince is going to go golden, says kill the Nexus quick before I die, and he is going to be able to do so. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Really just closing this one out. Closer having a great game after a bit of a botched Emperor's Divide moment on the top side of the map. I think every other portion of the game after that was played very well, and they honestly put Damwon Kia in checkmate. As Kael is thinking about jumping on the Tahm Kench himself, of course, into an Alistar feels like a much better choice.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more power in the lane. I like the Zillion that was hovered just simply because of the movement speed this comp already has and how it was stacked up the ability for Croco to really be a deadly force on this Wukong.
Is it just me, or have the Liv Sandbox fans gotten louder? And Noggery just throws in some snips. And as you can see, this lane quite difficult. Down a couple of waves already is the Sejuani, but no cause for concern. This is Liv Sandbox. This is what Dove does. As he throws in a control ward, gets another ward down as well. He knows that Canyon is coming on up. As Winter's Wrath come through, just wants to make sure that he can get out before Noggery can join the fight, who has all of the damage. But this is a plate gank, and this is going to be heckin' successful.
Yeah, so, okay, the Drake goes over to Liv Sandbox. It's very similar to last game, but this is a huger win for Damwon Kia this time around in terms of that early objective trade for the Drake. Prince is getting a really nice trade onto Duck Dom. Should be a plate for him at least. Croco's coming down. They do not know.
Yeah, Duck Dom is possibly just dove here. Yeah, in goes Croco. We saw the mana come up there as Duck Dom is going to try and ult, but can't get away from the devastating blow.
And you know what? That Rift Herald suddenly feels a little bit less valuable when your Zeri, who's already 15 CS behind, is going to get taken out. Now, no kill going over to Prince, but he will pick up the assist and a bunch of plate gold. They're going to leave it to him. He's going to take all that extra money. Just hitting the turret. Nuggery going to get some top side here, but again, much more valuable for the Sivir over the Gwent for the time being. Of course, that will change later on.
That one, Flash was a little bit optimistic, because now they're chasing after Dove. Needlework coming on in here, and Dove just... yeah, he took the Flash this time as well, actually.
Yep.
And he's going to be able to use that to get himself to safety alongside the Arctic Assault. Yeah, gonna have to see a decent ult here out of Canyon, as well as they do manage to evict the Tahm Kench, and now they're looking for the back of this pit. Heroic Entrance gonna come down as well. Closer will get knocked up as now Dove Oh dear, wrong place, wrong time. That was not what you wanted, as Croco was trying to get a bit of a steal here. Prince looking to escape as Closer shifts some sands. He should be able to get out. Flash available here for the Tahm Kench as Damonkia. They do manage to win the team fight, because if they win this fight, then it goes the other direction very, very quickly.
Yeah, Damonkia, they won the fight, but they weren't able to get really strong control over this objective as Bible. Yeah, maybe wait a little bit longer before we jump into that Hex Gate. This is not going to be the same amount of control you had last time around, especially without regular Flash. It does have Hex Flash.
Yeah, we do have the ulti available, but the Glacial Prison is going to come in. There is the Soul Point. Is now Canyon trying to fight this one out. Croco going to find another interruption there with the second Cyclone, and the Devour going to be used by Kael to keep the monkey alive. Closer, Emperor's Divide, defensive. And Live Sandbox, they take themselves the Drake, and they'll just get out.
Yep, and unfortunately, Duckdom just doesn't have the items to do real damage in this fight. He's still sitting on half a Phantom Dancer, needs that passive from the Phantom Dancer so desperately because he doesn't have the speed to actually compete with this roster when they have the Sivir ult, when they have that Cyclone set up as... Got to be careful about looking for a fight here. They're going to teleport defensively.
This is dangerous as Showmaker and Nogri going for it. There's the two-man taunt onto Croco and to Dove. Croco's clone's going to be taken down, but now Kael's trying to turn this. Bible's going to go down first. Showmaker is real dead. It's just the tip of the boomerang, but that's all he needed. Nogri also. Kael's just going to lick him. And the Gwen is going to go down, and Live Sandbox, oh man, Damonkia just walked into him.
I mean, you just decided to make this choice, Damonkia. We saw it several times in game one where you're like, comes online here in 3 minutes.
Well, Canyon, you're not getting that blue buff. That is just not going to be a thing. Croco should be able to collect that. Showmaker's going to come around though, and we're just going to have a bit of biffo. That is going to be secured. Not sure which one of them collected it. As it was Croco. There's a Cyclone. Canyon going to have to flash to get out of the way here as Dove going to flash Arctic Assault, and that is going to be the kill. Croco gets his revenge and the blue buff.
They do not have a Zeri. She's in the game. She has 2 items, but she doesn't exist. Where is she? She's not here.
I've seen this before, Wolf. This is exactly the same timing, and it's also a similar choke point. The Baron's going to get taken down. Bible has to flash to get himself out of the way as Nogri is trying to get whatever damage he can find here, but he's throwing it into Dove and to Croco. They don't care about it. Now Doctor wants to have his Zeri moment. It is going to be Croco going down. Extendo beam misses. The flash forward. They want to get anything that they can, and Kael realizes, all right, well, you can have me, but you can't have the rest of my team, or can they? Bible gets himself into position. Emperor's Divide, just beautiful. And Prince says, thank you very much. We'll take that one. Showmaker now overextends as Prince has himself a spell shield, but he'll just kill the Gargoyle before anything is relevant. Prince eventually goes down, though, and that is another Baron missing. Closer has his, Dove has his. I think they've got enough.
The solo laners having it is so critical because they can push lanes elsewhere. They're very survivable.
All right, Damonkia on this Drake now. Oh, it's just going to be stolen. That is going to be Hextech Soul. They managed to kill Canyon as well. Now Docdom is just going to get scooped into the team, and Live Sandbox, this team fight, it's not even close. Ladies and gentlemen, Nogri getting some work done, but Prince is at full health. That's the problem. And he's able to just get fleet of foot. He runs after Showmaker. He'll pick up that kill as well. It's a triple for the gentleman at home.
And Live Sandbox are playing with no fear. They are just making these plays happen. Croco flashes with a pre-setup for his teammates for the last moment, looking for the smite. So confident he's going to take it. Drops down a Cyclone. Just been so clean from 10 out of 12 of these kills in his pocket.
Well, Croco going to engage on a Nogri here. Nogri does more damage than him. Bible's rotating over as Dove going to flash on forward. They do manage to get the Glacial Prison as Canyon's going to come down first. Docdom looking for his opportunity. Prince is going to turn up, but are they too late? Croco survives for approximately forever, and Live Sandbox are the ones that are able to pick up the kill. Showmaker goes down first as now the flash out of the way of the heroic charge. Dove manages to get more CC. Prince is taken down though. Nogri's going to turn it on its head as Canyon's the next target, but it's Docdom that needs to die. Nogri as well now putting his Riftmaker to use as he's getting over to the side. He wants to kill this Sejuani if he can. I didn't even know who won that fight. It was officially Live Sandbox in the end because they got more kills. And now Closer turns up, and they definitely turn it into their favor as Nogari's the only one left alive. They're going to start this, and Damonkia just cannot move in.
Closer on the flank angle has flash and
this is going down. They can't actually get in at all. Showmaker can try and get over the side. Croco's going to lock that one down, and now Canyon's just running for the hills. There's the heroic entrance, but is it too little and is it too late as Noguri will go golden, but they take down the Kael. Noguri's going to get taken out as well. They have enough CC as the Dragon will manage to breathe fire on the Gwen. That says goodbye. Now, Doctor, how are we supposed to navigate our way out of this one? The rest of the team are like, well, Zeri's alive, but we don't really care. But Nexus is also alive.
Prince is just casually grinning from ear to ear at home.
Yeah.
Last time he was donated a bunch of kills by DRX when he was playing the server. You know, it was 11 kills that were for free. Not this time. This time he earned them. 10 kills in his pocket. He's like, yeah, come at me. You pick Zeri, we're going to let you have it.
And he looked damn good at it while he was there as well. Prince, great game. I think Closer, a fantastic game as well on this Azir as we are going to start the fight underneath the base. Some desperation here from Damwon. Emperor's Divide to deliver Docdom to the team. It's a decent pulverize, but I think it's too little, and I think it's definitely too late as Liv Sandbox just mopped the floor with Damwon Kia. This wasn't even close, ladies and gentlemen. This was a 2-0 for Damwon Kia in the first round robin. This time, Liv Sandbox respond in kind at the right time of the season. This is normally when Liv Sandbox fall down. This is normally where the pressure gets too much, but they have rallied today, and this 2-0 was a shellacking. But that was a long time ago now. Prince, 34.3 thousand damage. At one point in that game, it was Closer that was leading as far as that number was concerned. Prince certainly took over.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. This is season 4 the POG interview, joined by Prince from the cardboard and also Kael live from the Lone Park Stadium. Congratulations! With this 10th win of the split, you guys locked in a spot in the playoffs. How do you feel? I'm so happy with the 2-0 victory today. Yeah, Liv Sandbox finally broke the losing streak against Damwon Kia as well. Prince was not able to play together at Lone Park, so how is he feeling right now after catching COVID? Well, yeah, I felt kind of lonely, you know, sitting there by myself without my AD carry, but I didn't really care too much. Because Prince yesterday was feeling very ill, but today it has gotten a lot better. He's feeling way better today, so I think he did a great job. Today, Damwon Kia fielded Bible in this series. Did you guys have any information about him? I heard he plays a lot of, you know, engaged supports. Was it hard to kind of predict his play style? Not really. And Kael, with today's victory, Renata is on 7-game winning streak. Especially game number 1, Kalista Renata were popping off, and then Damwon Kia decided to remove them in game 2. What kind of strength does Kalista Renata comp have in the current meta? I think in a vacuum, 2v2 fight, they always win. And also, after they get through lanes, they can even play 2v3 and still win. And I think it is their PowerPoint. In game number 1, you guys are able to get 4 Drakes in a row and got the soul at about 22 minutes into the game. In game number 2, similar as game number 1. So was today's focus on Drake? Was that the plan? Not really, because we had Prio down on the bottom lane and also the mid lane, so we were able to easily kind of connect that into a Drake takes. Game number 1, you know, you were so good at setting up team fights for your team, especially with that ult. Were you expecting some POG after that performance? To be honest, not really. And Liv Sandbox, after a year, confirmed a playoff spot. And this is your first playoffs in your career. How does that feel? Well, it feels kind of surreal because I'm more happy about the fact that we won 2-0 right now. To wrap up this interview with Kael, and message over to the fans. Thanks to all your support, we were able to get this precious 2-0 victory. Thank you. Once again, congratulations on the win. And this will be the end of the first half of the interview with Kael. And now we're gonna call Prince for this remote interview, joining us from house or home live. It's gonna be a video call with Prince. Waiting for his response. Welcome, Prince. And congratulations on the win and also the POG.
저 지금 하고 있어요?
Am I live right now?
오디오가 잘 안 들리시는 것 같은데요.
I think we're having a little bit of a technical issue right here with the connection.
아, 하고 있어요?
Am I live? Is it on?
들려요, 들려요.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
다행입니다. 좀 건강은 어떠세요, 프린스
How are you
선수?
feeling, Prince?
사실
Well,
어제
in fact,
열이 39도를 찍었어요.
I had like fever of 39 degrees Celsius, but I was not telling my teammates that I'm feeling super bad, but I'm so glad that we are able to actually win this series. How does it feel to be able to play at playoffs after 1 year?
기록적으로 보면
Looking at
맞긴
the,
한데
you know,
저희 팀원들 전체적으로
record, it is true, but I think our players are even like playing better and stronger, so I think we can aim for even higher. So what was your kind of mindset heading into this series, especially after all the COVID situation? Because I was sick and not feeling well, I tried my best to, you know, take medications. Because like if you actually like take this COVID medications, you know, you actually feel kind of drowsy. But our team doctor actually managed to bring the best kind of COVID cure here, and he helped me out so much to feel better for this series. Game number 2, you guys decided to let Zeri through, and prior to this game, Dokdam Zeri was actually undefeated so far. Do you think Sivir is definitely a very strong counter into that Zeri?
대처는 가능한데
I mean, she can definitely deal with Zeri, but
그냥 조합이랑
looking at our comp and looking at our current performance, we thought we're gonna be able to do well against the Zeri. In game 2, well, Tamankia took both of the heralds and they took down the outer turret on the mid lane, but you guys are able to make a comeback. Where was the turning point for the Live Sandbox? After we actually let them take the second herald, we were definitely in a rough spot. But still, we were able to, you know, we were just like on a decent status and then a little bit bad, so it was not too bad. So we were not too worried about the entire game status because we knew that we will be able to still play the game. Today, not only the bottom duo, but also the mid jungle duo were popping off as well. Any compliments over to other teammates? I think the top side of our team plays better when I'm ill. I mean, their form, their gameplay was so good. I loved it today. So yeah, I was so happy. Kael, what about you? Do you think the top side of the map were playing better today? Yeah, I think Dove was doing a great job. And Prince, I'm happy to see you joining us for this POG interview. And I hope for a speedy recovery. What is your mindset for the rest of the split and also the playoffs? Well, I will do my best to prepare for all the remaining matches and do my best. And thank you very much for joining us for this interview. And this will be the end of the interview from Prince and Kael, the bottom duo of Live Sandbox. And I'm going to pass it back to the carpet space. Thank you.